Hi, welcome back to Wallflowers. So today it's my Friday haul. Quick disclaimer, I do not shop at supermarkets. I only shop at food initiatives, which are food discount stores. And most of these places save food from going to landfill. I've shopped like this for over 7 years now, and each and every week I bring a haul and I show you how much I've saved shopping this way compared to shopping at the supermarket. So let me show you how I do it. I go shopping, get everything, and I come back and I work this out. So I list my item, list how much I've paid for something, what it would have cost me at the supermarket, and at the end I give you a total of what I've spent, what it would have cost, and what my savings are today. So let's begin. Firstly, I just want to say my son took a look at this and he said, if you robbed a sweet shop, Mum, he said, you've got a lot of sweet things there. We do have three fully stocked freezers. We've recently just got meat hampers and the freezers are stocked. We've got a veg supply and we are canning and water bath canning. So this is basically just a treat, and any other things top up. It's a top up shop. It's not a necessity shop. So let me talk you through it. So I'll start at the beginning. First thing we have here is a Chinese chow mein pot noodle. Now I've paid 20p for that today. Had I bought it in the supermarket, it would have cost me £1.20, giving me a £1 saving. I also got a tin of ratatouille. I've paid 20p again for that. That would have cost me £1.35, giving me a £1.15 saving. Amazing. A tin of whiskers for my friend's cat. That cost me 20p today. Would have cost me £1, so that's an 80p saving. 2 cans of Coca-Cola. I've paid 40p for them today. They would have cost me £1.70 in the supermarket, giving me a £1.30 saving. But look at what I have here. This is a 2 kilo of pancetta. Now, I've paid £3.36 for this today. It looks like there's none in the corner, but it's just the way we've been holding it. I've paid £3.36 for this today. Had I bought that in the supermarket, it would have actually cost me £28. So it's given me a £24.64 saving. Absolutely amazing. I'll just portion that down into Ziploc bags, put it in the freezer and bring it out for lots of pasta dish meals, omelettes, you name it, anything that I would normally add pancetta to, and even a side with a salad, etc. Next on the list is some breaded ham. This looks delicious. There's probably about 4 slices in there. I paid 20p for that today. Would have cost me £2 in the supermarket, so £1.80 saving. Look at this. This is Parmesan. So it's a nice big piece of Parmesan. And we do like our cheese here, and that will be very welcome to use on different dishes. I've paid just 20p for that today. Now that would have cost me £3.85 in the supermarket, giving me a £3.65 saving. Amazing. Got a nice broccoli, absolutely free today, the broccoli. That would have cost me £1.15. Also picked up this cabbage, just a little white drumhead cabbage. We'll enjoy that. I've paid 20p. It would have cost me 89, so a 69p saving. This is a diddle alert, diddle alert. I got a whole grain mustard today, and I've actually paid 70p for that whole grain mustard, and it says Morrison's on the front of it. When I went to Morrison's to just do the price cost analysis, they're actually only selling it for 44p. So I've been diddled by 26p. Now that's the most I've ever been diddled by. I'm not going to name the shop, but I will make a complaint when I go back. So big diddle, 26p. As you can see, I've already, with all the items I've told you about, pulled it back immensely. But I still don't like being diddled. Do you? Next item, blue cheese boisson. I've actually just paid 50p for that today. If I'd have bought that in the supermarket, it would have cost me £2.95, giving me a £2.45 saving. A nice bit of Greek yogurt. Now, this is goat Greek yogurt, and our Oscar will absolutely devour that. He will really enjoy it. He loves goat cheese, goat yogurt, anything like that. So he'll really enjoy it. I've paid 20p for that today. Would have cost me £2.75 in the supermarket, giving me a £2.55 saving. Amazing. A small potato omelette with onions, normally sold by Amazon. Now I've paid 20p for that. That would have actually cost £4, giving me a £3.80 saving. These were interesting. So these are like a McDonald's extra. I've never had them in McDonald's, but I saw them today. It says Grinch salt, so it's gherkin flavoured seasoning. I just thought that might be nice on a salad. We like gherkin on a pizza and different things like that. So I tried it. It was 6 sachets for just 25p. So I thought I'd give that a go. Priced it. Them 6 sachets would have cost me £6 to buy. So it's a £5.75 saving just on there. Amazing. 2 small tubs of smoked salmon pate. How delicious does that look? We're actually going to have those for our evening meal today. We're going to use both of them in a pasta dish because they need using up straight away. It's a short date on that item. So we're going to make a pasta dish with that and just use that as the sauce. Maybe add a bit of cream, etc. to it. So I paid 20p for the 2 together, so 10p a tub. They would have cost me £6 in the supermarket. So that's a £5.80 saving. Amazing. I got those 6 onions there, absolutely free. They would have cost me 80p. These 2 bags, the individual sachets of barbecue sauce inside. I know Oscar likes that because these flies are driving me batty. I know Oscar likes that because I've had it before. So what I do is open the sachets, decant it into an old sauce bottle, and it just is easier for everyone to want to grab it. Generally, if you have sachets in the cupboard, you don't reach for them. So something like that, I'll decant into a squeezy bottle. Now I've paid £1, 50p a packet. They would have actually cost me £1.20. So not much savings, but that 20p counts. A small bottle of Tropicana orange juice. I've paid 20p for that. Do you know that would have cost £2.24 in the supermarket, giving me a £2.04 saving? Crazy. A larger bottle of the exotic, carton of the exotic sun. This is 1 litre. I paid 84p for that. That would have cost £1 in the supermarket, giving me a 16p saving. A little bit of smart water. I actually bought this to drink in the car, but we ended up drinking something else. So I paid 50p for this bottle of smart water today. That would have cost me 75p in the supermarket, saving me 25p. Now this is really interesting. So this is a bottle of pineapple syrup. It was just 42p for me today. And that would have actually cost, bear with me, that would have actually cost £7.99. So it's a £7.52 savings, absolutely 55 savings. So the reason I picked that up today is we've got lots and lots of courgettes. Our neighbour who has an allotment is still bringing us courgettes. And I read about a long time ago about faux pineapple. So if you peel the courgettes and dice them really, or cut them into chunks, with the pineapple syrup being thick add this, lemon juice and some sugar, and boil the courgettes for 40 minutes. You can actually can them, or you can use them straight away. But this syrup is for me to make fake pineapple, really. Another way for me to use the courgettes. And Oscar absolutely loves pineapple, so I'm going to put him to the test and see what he thinks. So yeah, that was a great find today. I'm really happy with it. Bear with me while I catch up. Yeah. Next on the list is this big box of Kellogg's cornflakes, Crunchy Nut. I've paid 60p for this box today, and it would have cost me £4, so a £3.40 saving. Amazing. I got 2 of these yellow mustards. I normally get them a lot cheaper. I wasn't happy paying £1 each, but the family use them pretty quickly and they do like them. So I got 2. I've paid £2 for the 2. But had I bought them in the supermarket, it would have cost me £4.60. So a £2.60 saving. A bag of hundreds and thousands, so I can do a tray bake and make it look like a school tray bake with those on top. I've paid 42p. They would have cost £3.50, giving me a £3.08 saving. Amazing. A small packet of mini pancakes with blueberries. Oscar will probably use that himself. So they've cost 42p. They would have cost me £2.29 in the supermarket. So what's that? £1.80, £1.85 savings, 87 savings. Some pretzel bites. Now I've paid 20p for them today, but they would have only cost me £1, so 80p saving. But whilst we were looking those up for the price comparison, we came across an alert that said they'd been recalled. Not for anything dangerous. It was just on the front. What item was it? Mustard. On the item, the mustard doesn't stand out enough on the packaging, is what they're saying. So they've recalled it. And we like mustard, we like all the ingredients that are in that. So I'm perfectly fine and happy to go ahead, or any of our family members, to eat them because we're happy with mustard. But yeah, just because the mustard isn't clearly, strikingly obvious on the packaging, they've recalled it. But I'll say I've paid 20p, would have cost £1, so I've saved 80p. As usual, I bought Mr. Wallflowers this 2-packet of Tuck crackers for work. I've paid 84, would have cost me £1.38. So it's a 54p saving, which is lovely. 2 packs of the Cherry Bakewells. I've paid £1 a packet. They would have been £3 a packet. So I've paid 2, would have been 6. So a £4 saving. A nice Marks and Spencer's apricot Swiss roll, and I bet you Mr. Wallflowers eats the bulk of that. So I paid £1.26. It would have cost me £2.10. So good savings on it as well. A nice little sneaky bag of fudge, and it's Thornton's too. I've paid just 20p for that Thornton's fudge. Would have cost me £1.75, so £1.55 saving. What a treat. But look at this. Now I've been buying these in my hauls for the last few weeks. 3 of those for 42p. And the lady pointed out, she said, you can actually take a box full, you know. So I took a box full today. The sticker was 6 on it, so it was 6 times 42p, which when you work it out is £2.48. There's 24 bars in there. So if I'd have bought that in the supermarket, it would have actually cost me £18. So even if I'd have bought them where I normally bought them, I'd still get 6 for free as well. So I'm absolutely over the moon with that, and the dramatic savings there. Well, I've saved £15.52. Absolutely amazing. Next on the list is 3, 6, 9, 12 bottles of what are they called? Blue strawberry.
Blue.
Blue raspberry. Blue raspberry, they're called Blue Burst, but the blue raspberry flavoured Lucasade, and there's 12 in the pack. As you can see, I've paid £5 for that pack of Lucasade today. They would have cost me £15 in the supermarket, giving me a £10 saving. I also bought 12 Yazoo. Now they only had banana flavour available, but I thought I'll get them. So those 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, sorry, 10 Yazoo cost me £4 today. Had I bought them in the supermarket, they would have cost £8. So I've saved £4 on them. The hot weather, we need lots of cold drinks, varied, and I think I've covered that today. I got 2 chocolate iced pastries as like a shocker pan. I've paid 20p for them today. They would have cost me £1.30 in the supermarket. I got broken iced biscuits. There's a couple of brownies in there. There's a donut in there. Different things. I'll just put them in a bowl. We'll have them with a nibble, cream, ice cream, or just a little nibble as we go through the day. I've paid 20p for them. They would have cost me £2, even in the broken state. So £1.80 saving. I got 4 mixed pastries. Got a chocolate cake in there, a few other little bits in there. I got those absolutely free today. They would have cost £2. I got 4 of the mini pizzas that I usually get. I got those for free, and they would have cost me £2 also. I got 3 ciabattas free. You know, we like our ciabattas with sausages on. We really enjoy those. I got those absolutely free. They would have cost £3.60. How crazy is that? Oh no, £1.50, sorry. The pizzas would have cost £3.60. I got 2 garlic baguettes. I paid 50p for them. They would have cost me £2.16. So what's that? £1.66 saving. Amazing. I got 12 Asda white rolls. Now, the weather's nice. In the next couple of days, we'll have another barbecue in the garden, and they'll be perfect. I got those absolutely free, and they would have cost £1.84. I got a Warburton toastie just for 20p. In the supermarket, the price on that is varying. It goes up and down to 90p, etc. But it's back up at full price at the moment at £1.40. So I've got a £1.20 saving there. I paid 20p for it. I also got a Jackson's Bloomer. I got that absolutely free. Would have been 85p. I got a Waitrose Farm. 85. Oh, sorry, £1.85. I got a Waitrose Farmhouse, absolutely free. That would have cost £1.10. Got a beautiful little rosemary plant, absolutely free. That would have cost £1.80 on its own in Marks and Spencer's. And a nice little, is this a flat leaf? A flat leaf parsley, again, absolutely free. That would cost £1.82 in Marks and Spencer's, £1.80. And look at these beautiful flowers. Some of them are a little droopy. I'll have to fix them and put them together. But I've got 2 packs of the carnations. Some people call it baby's breath. I call it gypsophilia. And I'll just trim those up to look a bit better. But I got all of that together. I got the carnations for £1. They would have cost £4.98. And I got the gypsophilia for free, and that would have been £2.25. Amazing. Now, it doesn't look like I've got a lot on the island today. But when I break certain things down and portion them down, it is really a lot. So let me tell you, today out of my own money, I spent £29.89 for everything on the island and everything you can see behind me. Had I bought all of this at the supermarket, it would have cost me £171.46, giving me a total saving of £141.57. You know, to think I've nearly saved £150. And all as I'm doing is a little top up, plenty of treats, a little bit of pancetta for the freezer, some sauce top ups, breads and drinks. And to think it would have been that expensive to buy all this in the supermarket is so crazy. But I'm fortunate enough, if you've watched the channel for long enough, I encourage people to bulk buy. I encourage people to think on a 12-month basis. So if you see something on an offer, let me think, like this bulk buy, and you portion it down, you can have 4 to 6 months worth of pancetta just there alone. And as you say, I've only paid £3.36 for it. But I look for deals on shampoos. And once I see that's a really good deal on shampoo, I will stock enough for 12 months. I'll do the same with the toothpaste, the hairspray, whatever item it is, the washing up liquid, the butter, and I bulk buy and I look to put things for 12 months. I don't really need to go out and buy this shop anymore. A few extras maybe here and there, but I love the day out and I love bringing these hauls to you to show. So some people might say, well, what meal sauces have you got there? Can't fit any much more in the freezer. Once I've added that pancetta to it, my freezer's bulked up again. So it really works. I've got a couple on the channel who do follow it meticulously. One lady in particular, Vicky, and she shows me and she's so proud, and I'm so proud of her. I'm so stocked up, she says. I'm only spending £12 a month on top up now for little tiny bits that I need. And it's fabulous to see her do that, you know, and I really am proud. She's stocked up all the toiletries for 12 months, all the basics, different things that you can do, butter in the freezer, etc. And we can do it, and we don't have to go overboard. You can get 10 blocks of butter in farm foods at the moment for £8. Because the prices dropped even. It was 10 for £10 at one stage. It's even lower now. Go in and see your bulk buys and get yourself prepped. Okay, thank you so much for listening to me today. Thank you so much for coming. Please take care. Remember you're loved and the world is a better place with you in it. Bye, love.